Hey guys, okay, so welcome back to the Zombie Chasers. So last episode we read chapter 2. Basically, what was happening was he was trying to sneak out of his room. He talked to Rice, his friend, and Rice warned him about zombies. And he thought it was just a joke, but it wasn't. Well, we don't know yet. Actually, well, I do, because I read this book. And I remember some parts, and like when I looked at the pictures, I remembered more. But if you just if I just have it in my mind, I don't. So here we go. Chapter 3. In the Clark family kitchen, Madison Miller was sitting in Zach's spot at Zach's table, her eyes closed, savoring the first bite of Zach's last piece of cake. Yum. She exhaled in an alligated whisper. What are you doing? Zach broke the silence. That's my triple fudge. That's my triple fudge double cream chocolate Oreo cake. Don't you mean triple fudge double soy cream chocolate Oreo cake? Madison chewed the gooey morsel slowly, taunting him from across the room. You know that cake's not vegan, Madison, he informed her, reveling in this wonderful twist. Madison and Zoe had formed a vegetarian pact last summer, which had then blossomed into a strict vegan diet. Poor Zach had been subjected to a freezer full of rice grain ice cream ever since. Right now, you're eating baby chickens and buttery cow's milk, he continued with a mischievous smirk. Ew! Madison let out a glass-shattering demon screech and spewed the half-chewed chocolate all over the kitchen wall. She raced over to the sink and turned on the water. Rinse it out real good, he teased. But instead of putting her mouth to the faucet, Madison picked up what was left of Zach's delicious cake, lifted it above her head, and slammed it down the drain. She hit the on switch to the garbage disposal. The motor under the sink roared, and the cake spun violently into a water chocolate sludge. Madison turned to him. Zoe said your mom only bakes animal-friendly cakes now. She quoted with her fingers and lowered her voice. I'm gonna kill her. Well, normally she does, Madison, Zach explained. But you see, that was my birthday cake. He made his way to the center of the kitchen now, rubbing his palms together slightly as he went on. And on my birthday, we don't eat vegan. We eat regular. Madison's brow furrowed with rage. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that your cake, Zach? Your stupid, disgusting cake? She leaned over the sink and sputtered out the remaining flecks of chocolate from the roof of her mouth. Then, reaching into her purse, she pulled out a new Kiwi Strawberry Vital Vegan Power Punch and chugged back half the bottle. I guess it's not your fault that you can't read, but it was... I guess it's not your fault you can't read, but it was clearly labeled with my name. See? He said, holding the plastic wrapped note. Madison sat down again and sipped her drink. How'd you get out anyway, loser? And where's all your makeup? I put a lot of effort into your new look. I found a rope, ladder, I washed my face, and I hate your guts, Zach answered. Madison's ringtone burst into a gym class hero's hook. Take a look at my girlfriend. She took a look at herself in the cell phone, pressed talk, and shouted into the receiver. Greg, I told you not to call me until you're finished acting like an infant. There's no such thing as zombies. She hung up. Zach froze. Zombies? What's the matter, Zach? Are you afraid of the boogeyman? She had taunted him, a spooky tremble in her voice. Who was it? Zach demanded. Greg Bansell Jones. Madison replied. If you must know. Oh, that Greg, Zach thought. He hated that Greg. Suddenly, a tremendous crash shook the whole inside of the house. They both spun toward the kitchen doorway. What the heck was that? Madison shouted. A scallop tingling triple scream rang out from the living room, but the wild Zombian shriek was cut short, replaced by an uncertain silence. Zoe! Madison called. Slow footsteps boomed across the first floor. They grew louder, shuffling closer. Do you think it's a zombie? Zach wondered out loud, realizing just how stupid the question sounded. Okay, Dillweed, new rule, Madison ordered. The next person who says the word zombie gets smacked upside the head. Get it? There was another loud crash, and they could hear a faint, tortured moan that rose in volume with the footsteps. Where's Zoe? Zach asked, his voice quivering. Madison pushed back past Zach and listened through the doorway. Zoe? She paused. Ryan? Samantha? You guys okay? Nobody answered. Zoe, this isn't funny. What's going on? A third crash interrupted the long, creepy silence, followed by the low, deep-throated groan, rumbling with each unearthly gasp. They stood slightly as the staggering, uneven footsteps grew louder. Zach inched closer to Madison. Zach, what do we do? He's coming this way. Suddenly, the phone blared. Brrrring. Startled, Zach leaped on to Madison and clung to her soft zip-up cardigan. Ew, dude, not so close. She shoved him to the floor. He scrambled to his feet and ran to the kitchen table. Quick, Madison, hide. Zach lifted up the tablecloth. Madison rolled her eyes and trotted after him. She grabbed her purse from the seat and crawled underneath the table. Zach crouched down, settling next to her in a nervous clump. Careful, I don't want to get nerd all over me, Madison whispered. Shut up, Madison. Zach jabbed her in the ribs with her elbow. She elbowed him back 3 times as hard. He mouthed the word ouch and pressed his finger to his lips for her to shush. The limping shuffle grew even closer, the guttural moaning now in surround sound. The growling prowler stomped into the kitchen and stopped. The phone went silent. The intruder took heavy breaths. Punctuated with an abbreviated snarl. He sounds gross, Madison observed at full volume. What do we do? Zach mouthed the words, hoping she'd catch on. What about Zoe? I don't know, she said, a little worry in her voice. The footstep. I don't know, she said, a little worry in her voice. The footsteps headed straight for the table. Madison and Zach both gulped air and held it in, exhaling silently through their nostrils. Petrified, Zach peeked under the bottom of the tablecloth, which hung only a few inches from the floor. A pair of tattered, muck-stained sneakers and khaki pants frayed at the cuff appeared in front of his face. The legs wobbled. The sneaker soles squished, and squirted. As he shifted his stance, reeking like week old cold cuts, Madison pulled her shirt collar over her mouth. Zach's stomach churned. Sorry, guys. And he did the same. Something flapped, dropping on the linoleum with a soggy thud. Zach gasped. It was a paperback book covered in a thick, dark sludge. Old man Stratton grunted and started wheezing in and out. He groaned and let out an awful wet cough that splattered painted the kitchen floor with bloody red specks. and gray-tinted globs of mucus. Zack shut his eyes. Bring! Bring! The phone started up again. The old man grunted once more and limped in the direction of the telephone. He grabbed the handset and ripped the cord right out of the wall, thrashing wildly. He heaved the receiver across the room, and then, whirling around, he battered into the fridge and tore the freezer door clean off. Soy ice cream thumped to the kitchen floor. A gust of cold stream obscured the man from the neck up. He reeled around, half-hunched and wild-eyed, his face deformed with massive swollen knots of flesh. The crazy old man staggered out of the kitchen and plodded into the hallway, his footsteps fading. I think he's leaving. I think he's leaving. Oh, no. What I was saying is, I think he's leaving and whispered, so I'll try this, guys. I think he's leaving, Zack whispered, his heart pounding. Madison grabbed. Oh, and if you want to hear what I really said, then turn up your volume. Madison grabbed Zack by the arm and dragged him out from under the table. Come on! Let's get out of here. Wait, Zack said. We've got to get Zoe. She's probably hiding somewhere. Well, they got away already. Come on! Now, come on! She pointed to the sliding glass doors, and then raced across the kitchen. Zack fumbled with the lock. Come on, hurry up! Madison urged, chugging the last of her vital vegan. Just as he was about to slide the door open, a pale gray fist pounded against the glass, cracking it into the shape of a spiderweb. Clutched in her hand was a limp, lifeless rabbit. Madison covered her mouth, heaving a little, her eyes budging out. Her eyes budging out. Or bugging out, I don't know for sure. A swift wind carried a dark cloud across the moon, and the bunny squasher's silhouette came into full view. His bloody, mangled arm glistened bright red. His torn black burden t-shirt revealed a massive chest wound, ripe with rot, and his entities were destroyed. The zombie teen gripped a skateboard with his other decaying hand. It's Danny, one of the Zimmers, Zack exclaimed in a shocked whisper, gazing directly into his neighbor's cold, vacant eyes. Pale, sagging skin drooped from the twin's face. His jaw jutted out a bit, and his upper lip was raised, revealing his yellow incisors. Zack Madison watched through the shattered glass as this Zimmer raised the dead bunny to his open mouth and bit into its middle, spouting blood up onto his wretched face. Zack, I don't know what a Zimmer is, Madison proclaimed, dumbstruck, eyes bulging. But I think I know a zombie when I see one. Zack paused for a second, cocked back his head, and smacked the side of Madison's head. She glared down at him. Her eyes flashed fire. Zack just shrugged. It was your role, he said. They turned around just in time to see the Zimmer twin, now a zombie twin, lifting his skateboard to smash through the door. Okay, no more games. Zack, run! Madison and Zack whipped around and sprinted out of the kitchen and up the stairs, the crash of shattered glass echoing in their wake. Okay, so guys, that's going to be it for this episode. That chapter was pretty long, so I will see you in the next episode when we read chapter 4. Bye!